Hey, thanks for tuning in. Think about it. This channel was created because a bunch of thoughts always ram through my head. It makes me go crazy sometimes. This is all I have to live for. I have my family, but this has been my mission since day one, to speak the truth. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speak the truth. I bet you'll enjoy it. I'll guarantee. So, what's the other reason I make this channel? Because we need to tie. The past is messed up, then the past is messed up. If you did a couple things in your past, you did a couple things in your past. You just gotta look up, brush it off, and keep it going. And this is TAi. T-A-I. I got it right that time. What does truth sound like when you hear it? But just take it in and tie. Just tie. That's what I'm gonna start that up. Just tie. Just think about it. That's all. Just tie. Alright? All the demons that was in me. Or so in more regular, all of the insecurities that I had in myself. All of the insecurities that I seen in others. I just had to get over them. And I just had to know what was true. And that's the path that I've been on ever since. Heyo. That is not the sun behind me. That is, in fact, the moon. It's a full moon tomorrow, and as you can see behind me, the sun is just setting. I know that what I'm doing is affecting people's lives for the better. Title of the day. Now, who is I? Because who is I is you. Because you is I is you. Children are put here, for the most part, to help their parents. I believe on the inside that we choose who our parents are before we come here, and that's why we feel so attached to them, because we have missions that we need to complete to help them move farther along in life. Because when we're young, we're not, if you have the knowledge, you're not just young and innocent, but you're young and caring and knowledgeable, and you have stuff that can actually work. You have morals that can actually work. Said, I ain't trying to survive, I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it a lot. Like, the key word right there is love it a lot and live. We're literally care about everyone that I encounter, okay? I literally, even if you piss me off, I still love you. And I'll still do anything that it will take to help you. Fear that's holding us down on this plane, that fear that's keeping us captive, that's the fear I want to talk about. It is what it is. When a situation happens, it's a truth of the situation, because it happened and it cannot change. It only, like I said before, accept it or reject it, okay? Or you gotta read if you want to be free. Read a book, read a book, read a book. Along with all the other senses, you have to make all of the things into one in order to find the right perspective, or else you have that perspective, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5. You have to see it as just one, okay? Just one perspective. But I was doing all of this on my own. I had no master, I had no teacher, and not just be like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm surviving. I'm holding in, doing what I can. We got it bad, but also it's two sides of everything. There's polarity in everything. It's also good, because there is nothing here on earth to live for. There's nothing real here. Everything real is above. But we put here to learn. Now it's like, when I try to relate it to people so that they can know what's going on, I probably tell like one person there, another person there, another person there, and probably one person or probably two people would not get or be able to accept what I'm saying, because all the former biasm and all the former opinions that they bring into the table when I'm at the table. But right now, if we could just put all that aside, then this journey will be a lot smoother, and I bet you so where I come to meditate, because as you see, I'm really high up and I can see the whole city, well, the skyline of Philadelphia right behind me. Of the way of liberty, that is the name of this chapter. This is my universe. It is all one and it's all the same, and I'm gonna just start off like that, because 2 out of 3 people, I will say, do not think. They think, but they do not think. is action. And by hindering the discharge of thy potential, thou dost perpetuate and aggravate the stress, which nobody wants. But this is a channel I just created for you to just think about it. Just to think about random stuff that goes on in our everyday lives that we might just put on the low wave, the low board, and just let it pass in through one ear and one out the other. But I want to bring it back to you to really live with regrets, because it'll shape your future. The thing, when I will be in a crowd, or if I'll be talking to somebody, it would feel as though I'm outside of my body, just observing the situation. We all tie. But do we really tie? I was just existing, so to speak. I was just doing what I had to do so that I can finally go to sleep at night and wake up and... Hey world! Welcome to I'm just surviving right now. Because I can die any moment, which was true. I can die because I'm fucking amazing. Like, that self has to die, man. And I was awakened through knowledge, not through, a ghost or a spirit or something like that. It's literally through knowledge. I was awakened through, I saw ancient aliens, and once the ancient alien theory got into my brain and I was able to analyze it for a couple months, it started resurrecting my hope in God, because I said, okay, I knew all this stuff. And the populace would have knew what was in the forbidden zone and was not so scared of it, then they would have knew that humans were here before the apes. And there's no telling how the civilization would have just collapsed, or everybody would have thrown into a panic according to the government that was controlling them. But what if they did go to the forbidden zone on their own and figured out and analyzed the information for themselves? Welcome to Just Tai mini-sode episode 2. And it was something I needed to do, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work out like that. Like, can you say something is real is also the truth, and it's something true is also real? I didn't know this back then. If I knew that, my life would be majorly different. Just Tai. This still doesn't make complete sense, but it makes the most sense. I started getting a sense that there was so much more information out there for me to gather. But if we look at our problems, like we're still supposed to, but look at them in a way that we know that there is a solution that lies deep within us, that inner light, then when we think about it, when we feel and think about that, we will come up with the solution. You will come up with the solution. Just tie, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Just tie, man. That all I want people to do is tie. We all tie, but do we really tie? I don't know. Just tie for yourself. Thanks for checking in with me. The hero is the one that grew up as an outcast. The hero is the one that always thought a little different. The hero is the one that always just tied and never just acted. The hero is the one that sees the light in the dark and knows what needs to be done. The hero is what I want to be. The hero is what I charge you to be. The hero needs to just be awakened. We all tie. But do we really tie? Welcome to episode 4 of Tai. Hello world. To have what we have today. They would kill to have what we have today. Okay? Because all this stuff was suppressed. And it was on this corner of the earth, and that corner of the earth, that corner of the earth, that corner of the earth. Mayans, the Chinese, the Indians, Native Americans, all of them. Hey world. So do the research on your own. I'm just here to ignite that spark. Once again, nature and all her people. Look at that tree. Yes, that is. Hello world. Raise too many questions and challenge people's faith, but that's what we're here for. We're here to develop and be purified in fire, just like gold, man. We have to be under the pressure that causes a diamond to form. We have to make ourselves do everything that we can. If we're thinking and looking like everybody else, then we're part of the problem. Just Ty, that some are willing to go to that forbidden zone, and some of us go to that line, and then there's even more of us that would rather just sit back and just say, you do it, just tell me what you saw, and I'll just go by whatever you said. And we all tired. But do we really tired? Just breathe! Breathe! Into my teenage years, I started to, like, I would say 11th, 10th grade, I started to drift away a little bit because I started seeing things that when I try to relate to other people in the church or from my own church mind intellect, stuff was starting not to make sense. What kept me was I still had an intuition that science couldn't explain. So then I just felt completely lost at that point. I said, oh, I don't want to live here no more. I just want to die. Nothing makes sense. These people living on Earth are crazy. I know I want to help them and I know what to do, but I can't even help myself. So that's how I felt, at least. I can't even help myself. So how am I going to help anybody else? And most terrible enemies without pity, destructive to thy will, and a menace and tyranny even to thyself, are the ideas and standards of the slave gods. False religions, false ethics, and even false science. Welcome to the first mini episode of Just Talk. I want to thank you for